Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Loan Officer Breakfast Club. I hope everybody is doing well on Friday, June 20th, 2025.
First day of summer. Summer solstice.
What it is, right? It's this. What? How do you say it?
Solstice.
Solstice. Is that what it is? So
That's
longest
right.
day of the year.
I would have
Longest day of the year.
expected better from a Navy man. I'm just saying, Frank. Come on now.
All right. Hey, Chris Johnstone's back. He's back in the he's back in Canada. He's back on the mainland. We'll say that. Yeah, he's back on this continent. So that's good. We're going to get some... Chris, I wanted to talk about ChatGPT 5 too today. I heard that's about to roll out like next month. So yeah, we'll get there. Hey, but before we get anywhere with anything, man, you're back home, right? So you got back from Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies, what do you think? We should hear about Africa first,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Just kind of get some info, like what happened. Give us the highlights. Kind of fill us in, man, on how the trip went.
But it was amazing. It was absolutely awesome. Thank you for asking. We went. We're on the back end of a 34-hour travel day straight here. So literally, basically, haven't slept from 34 hours of travel. So just in time for Breakfast Club. So I might mix up words, but we'll get there. We'll get there. We finished by drilling a well, actually doing the drilling.
A hand drill.
Because we were so far out that you can't actually drive a truck there. So it has to be able to fit in a pickup truck bed. And so these guys did all the work, gals did all the singing, which was all working together. But 16 hours of just basically spinning this big wheel until they got down 70 meters where the actual water was, and then put the sleeve in, lift the big tank, and put the water in. It was absolutely incredible, like crazy hard work. But then they took us to one of these wells that we actually did the fundraising for and put in 2 years ago. It was unbelievable because where they found the groundwater was actually in a forest. But that's where they had to drill because that's where the water was. And we went back and we kind of turned around this corner, and the entire forest had been totally cleared out by the locals. And there was 22 huts and a full farming operation going at this wellhead. And they had no idea, like it was in the middle of nowhere when they drilled it for this community. So to actually see, doing the work of putting the well in, but then seeing how much progress can be made in just 2 years, it was just a phenomenal experience.
What a trip.
Yeah.
Did you drink some of the water?
Just bottled water. Like you can't even. So I was a little.
No,
bit
I mean you drilled the well and then the water's there. I mean, is it drinkable?
Oh yeah, that's the whole point.
Did you try it?
So yes, but very little bits.
Yeah.
Because my whole goal was to get home healthy and safe. Like
right. I mean, that could. I totally get it. Like you drink. It could just not work right with your gut or whatever, right? So yeah. So, wow. Well, what a trip, man. So you got that done. Okay. So I got to ask this too. I mean, you're in Africa. We were talking about, did you see any wildlife? Did you get the chance to take the kids on the safari basically or whatever?
We did. So we did 2 days of safari in between the orphanages and the different work trips and everything.
Yeah.
And it was wild. We got to see it all. Lions and tigers.
Really?
No bears. Lions, tigers, giraffes, all that amazing stuff. And my daughter is just all about animals. So to see her like in the truck with the pop top and she's got her binoculars out there rolling through the safari, it was
how cool.
Special moment. Yeah, it was cool.
That is cool. Wow, what a trip. So you basically just got back from all of that.
Yeah, like literally, I am so looking forward to going to sleep after Breakfast Club.
Don't bother Chris after Breakfast Club today. Yeah. Wow. Well, good stuff. Well, I'm glad you made it back. Congrats on the trip, man. That's really cool, to have done that. What a neat experience. What a neat experience. Yeah. So I do us a favor, man. If you've got a picture of your daughter with the binocs and the thing, you should post that in the Breakfast Club Facebook group or something. That'd be good to see.
Absolutely. I will. I'll put that up there today.
Wow. Good stuff. Well, hey, man, let's just go ahead and dive in. And I wanted to bring this up. just before you get into what you wanted to talk about today, Chris, I did just see a video it came out, and they released it like whoever it was just a few days ago, saying that Chat GPT 5 is supposed to roll out in July. I don't know if you're up to speed on that. I'm not, except for what I just watched. But they were saying that like the the difference is going to be significant in its intelligence and what it can do and its speed, its ability to be more human like. Everything is just going to be kind of off the charts. They and they suspect that's going to be out sometime next month, middle of the month, or something like that. Any update on that, or would you have any other insights more than I just shared?
So image processing is supposed to be conversational. So you can get it to create an image or you can give it an image and just talk to it. And it will in real time edit the photo as you're talking to it. So think about having a template for a real estate listing for an agent, and you can just give it new information, new photos, and it'll just update it in real time. Like the image processing is supposed to be just out of this world. And then they're supposed to be taking right now, if you want to do video creation, there's another app that you have to go to do video creation. And apparently they're going to be rolling video creation into it as well. And Frank, it also ties into an update that's already out, because 2 weeks ago, they updated the tools section inside of ChatGPT. And now you can connect your Gmail, your Docs, your all of the third-party tools where typically you would have to like export a document and then import it into ChatGPT and work with it. Now inside ChatGPT tools, you can connect to all of the different platforms that you use. And so you can just be in a ChatGPT chat and say, go get this document. And it can access your Google Documents and pull in documents in real time just by you interacting with ChatGPT. So you can hook your Gmail up to it. You can hook all of your third-party tools up to your ChatGPT account, and then through conversations, actually use all of those tools with ChatGPT.
When you say all of your third-party tools, not all of them. Don't they have to have some sort of interface for ChatGPT on the other end to make that connect? Or
so think of it just like giving it access to the data, and then ChatGPT can go in and access whatever data is in that tool. So your calendar, for example, or your Gmail. So if let's say you connect your Gmail to it, and I've been playing around with this a little bit as much as I've been able to, but you can actually reference like, what's the last email that Frank Garay sent me? Can you find that? And it'll go in and pull the email into your ChatGPT interface, and then you can say, hey, write me a response to this email. It'll write the response. It's like just wild how fast it's progressing. It is absolutely going to change everything, especially with us in the mortgage industry.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, this is probably a good segue to get into what you want to talk about today. Yeah, I'm curious to hear what you got today. So take it away, man.
So I'm very interested in what everybody in the community has as feedback on ChatGPT. First question is, are you using it? Like this week, in the last 7 days, have you used a form of AI? So ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, have you used a form of AI? Ronald, all day, every day. I love it. Betsy's Gemini, Frank, multiple times every day. GPT, yes, 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 always. Mark. So Mark is a regular on our Wednesday classes that we teach inside the membership that are just on AI, and he's a whiz. Awesome. Nick says, I'm hooked. Man, Frank, do you remember maybe 4 months ago, we decided to put like a really heavy focus on the Fridays on AI, and there was a lot of people that were like just logging into ChatGPT for the first time.
Yeah.
Like this is happening. Look at this. Matt Bass has 12 different custom GPTs built for various things.
There you go.
Awesome. Michael's got his weekly market updates that are automatically populating through tasks. We did the class on tasks 4 weeks ago.
If you're getting value from this already, go ahead and tap that like button. It helps more loan officers find content that actually makes a difference. And hey, if staying ahead of the market and learning what's really working in our industry matters to you, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss another episode. We read every comment, so drop your thoughts down below. We'd love to hear from you and know what's working or what you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you here next time.
This is awesome. Jared, can't live without it. Primary tool for my daily business. So
See
think
that?
about us.
That's so true. That's what winds up happening. Like Nick said, now I'm addicted to it.
Yeah.
It's what happens when you figure out that, man, I could do this. Oh gosh, now I could do that. Oh, I can make a GPT or a project, and all of a sudden it becomes a super big piece of your business. And then the times when ChatGPT glitches or doesn't work, as that happens, you get the red thing like, sorry, something's wacky. It's like, what? I can't function without this right now. We're really becoming dependent upon it in a big way.
Oh, absolutely. So, well, we were on our second flight last night, and I had to write a series of emails for a new giveaway that we're doing. And I had this moment where I was like, wow, I used to have to sit down and write 30 emails that automatically go out after somebody opts in for this thing. Now I just have to write one really good prompt, and it will write all 30 of the emails for me. I was able to take 6 hours of work and punch it into 20 minutes because of all the prompting that we've learned how to do here today. So you're absolutely right. So the second question here is, our community here of loan officers, this is happening. I talk to everybody about AI, like everybody that I talk to. Hey, are you using AI? What's happening? And I'm starting to see this progression of just like, yes, ChatGPT is amazing, and hearing all the different ways that people are using it. So the second question is, have you started to use it to search for products, services, businesses? Are you using it to actually research and do like Google searches, but not Google searches for products, but now actually asking it about businesses and products and helping to actually do search? Chad says, with that much time savings, you should have got more sleep on the flight home. I'm technical support on the plane. And so I've got to take care of all the headphones and the plugins and everything. The kids don't let me sleep. And then once word gets out, tech support for everybody. So Nick says, it's my new Google. Greg says products, not businesses. Scott, I still use Google Maps for that. Scott, really interesting because ChatGPT will actually feed back Google business search results for local businesses when it's giving recommendations out there. So yes, Robert says, instead of asking Google, I asked my Chatty Patty. What a great name for your ChatGPT, Chatty Patty.
Nice.
And that is an indicator of where our customers and our consumers are going. And I know I've been talking about this a lot, but I believe that this is the fundamentals of loan officers' conversion, and any direct to market or consumer direct lead generation that we're going to be doing over the next 1 to 5 years. This is it. This is the holy grail, and we're all super early. Like us here in the Breakfast Club community, we're very, very early on this, because it's my belief that roughly half of all the searches that happen on Google today for people that are looking for a loan officer are going to happen inside ChatGPT in the future. And we all know, everybody wants a house, nobody wants a mortgage, right? Our consumers are going to be using ChatGPT to do market research on real estate. And what I've discovered through testing and prompting and using it to actually find and research real estate is that the AI is smart enough to naturally guide our customers through the conversation of when they're ready to get pre-approved for a mortgage, actually prompting them to start doing the mortgage research and actually start talking to a loan officer or a mortgage broker. So you can go to ChatGPT and say, hey, I'm looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home, bungalow in Tampa, this price range. And ChatGPT in the conversation will be like, okay, great. Do you want me to search active listings right now? Or when are you looking to buy? And it'll actually qualify somebody just like a real estate agent would. Like, what type of information do I need to give you? Like listings that you're going to buy right now, or down payment assistance information? Like, it'll actually guide the person through the conversation that they need to be having. And then when they're ready to convert, it's like, okay, great. Do you want me to start looking at giving you recommendations of local loan officers that can help you with your mortgage application? Like, it's that good. And that is going to be the conversation that our consumers go through in the future, hands down. I have no doubt about it. So the real question here is, how do you get ChatGPT to recommend your mortgage business to local customers that are online looking at real estate, or asking ChatGPT or Gemini, what mortgage lender should I use? That's really, I believe, the fundamental to getting consumer direct leads. Make sense, Frank?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Yeah.
Today's a good day to check in to make sure that the sentences make sense. So we're all following the daily success plan, and we're all doing a really good job of calling our past customers, calling out qualified agents, building referral relationships with agents. In this new ChatGPT world, or new AI powered world, when those people get the recommendation about you, they're going to ask their AI assistant, hey, have you heard about Vicky Lasher? Tell me about her mortgage business. Hey, can you tell me about Rich Bold and his mortgage business? And if all you've done is just put up a website or a corporate website, done some business directories, it's not enough for the AI to have the tools it needs to convert that person for you. And it will say, here's the information on that lender that you asked about, but here's 3 other lenders in the marketplace that you might also want to research. Like, it's agnostic. It's really looking to give the best recommendations. So we need to make sure that ChatGPT sees us as an authority so that it wants to recommend us to these new consumers. And so over the last 4 weeks, that's what I've been teaching you every week. So in week number 1, I gave you the prompt that creates your content every week. And then you teach the AI, hey, this is right, this is wrong, and you have a conversation with it. The best way to get ChatGPT to recommend you as an expert is to actually teach it and be an expert about mortgages to ChatGPT, right? And then the next week after that, we talked about local business directories, because absolutely ChatGPT looks at your local business directories, your Yelp profile, your Google My Business profile, all those profiles, they all have to be the exact same. Name, address, phone number, it's all got to match. That makes you reputable to a computer, basically, but all the information has to match, right? And then last week, we talked about the importance of 5-star ratings and reviews, and actually going out and getting 5-star ratings on reviews on your Google profile, so that when somebody's looking for recommendations about your mortgage business, the AI can feed back the Google reviews, just like we talked about. So today, what I'm going to show you how to do is something very, I'm going to call it ninja because my vocabulary is a little bit shortened today, but a ninja tip that we've discovered with ChatGPT to reverse engineer how it's choosing to recommend loan officers in a specific local market. And every local market is different. And so you literally have to go do this research in your own market. So I'm going to share my screen. Before I take away the sound control, Frank, is there a sad trombone that you would like to use before we?
Sure. Yeah. That's technically like the 4th one I've done today. There was a lot in the green room, you guys, going on. Yeah.
That's true. So, okay, so I'm going to go in here. Let's pick a market. Can somebody in the chat fire in a marketplace that they want me to maybe take a peek at? So Grand Rapids, Michigan. So Matthew says Grand Rapids, Michigan. Okay, so I am looking to buy a home in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Let's get rid of this for a second. which mortgage lenders, not can you, do you recommend? Okay, so searching the web. So now it's going out and doing searches. So it's now gone to all of the websites. And look at this, as of roughly 2 or 3 weeks ago, it started showing a map. Boy, doesn't this look familiar to Google and Apple and all of the other services out there. So now it says, based on local reviews, maps, data, and consumer feedback, and it has given us a list of 1, 2, 3, 4 mortgage lenders. Why these stand out. Riverbank Finance, excellent local reviews, 4.9 stars from 884 Google reviews. So last week, focusing on building up as many 5-star ratings and reviews as you can from your referral partners and your customers. Then we've got this mortgage company here, this one here, this one here, and this one here, and it actually gives more information. Check this out, Frank. Insights from community feedback. On Reddit's Grand Rapids forum, multiple users praised local mortgage pros. And it's actually pulling in conversations that people have had on Reddit in a conversation thread about mortgage lenders in that local marketplace. Inside the membership, we talked about how to set up a Reddit account, how to go out, use ChatGPT to answer questions and produce content. So it's another way where using AI to create content on Reddit now gets you recommended by ChatGPT. But so that right there is reverse engineering your competition. So in this particular marketplace, Reddit is being used by the AI to determine what mortgage lender to recommend. So I would go to Reddit, create an account, go to this Grand Rapids subreddit and start a conversation. Be like, I'm a local mortgage lender in Grand Rapids. What questions do you have about real estate and mortgages? And start having conversations with people about mortgages on Reddit so that it grabs that conversation and starts recommending you and seeing you as an expert. But here's the really, really interesting thing. ChatGPT will actually give you the sources of all of the websites that it's used to determine which businesses it recommended. So if we look underneath each of these businesses, you can see Riverbank Finance, and then see this little hyperlink here? It says Riverbank Finance +7. That means it visited 8 different websites to decide to recommend Riverbank Finance. This one here, there's 2 of them. And if you scroll all the way down to the bottom of this answer, you can see here, you can copy this, tell the AI, hey, good response. You can get it to read it to you. But here it says sources. When you click on sources, it shows you all of the websites that the AI went to in order to make the decision to put these 5 loan officers in its response. So now we can go to these websites and list our business in their business directory. Or we can reach out and say, hey, we've created this blog post. Would you mind publishing it on your website? Now, obviously, Riverbank Finance is a competitor. They're not going to work with you. But areyouqualified.com, that's an open website. You can reach out to that company and get your business listed on that website. Wikipedia, you can add your information to Wikipedia in order to get that social credit. Reddit, you can go and add your business to the conversation in Reddit so that it gets picked up by the AI. Yelp, make sure your Yelp profile is structured just like we talked about 2 weeks ago using the tool inside the Loan Officer CRM. So we've got 4 optimization tips that we can do that are free, given to us by the AI. And I can pretty much guarantee you nobody else in your local marketplace knows how to do this or will actually go and put the 2 hours of work in to click on the website, click on the business directory section and list your business for free or post a comment on Reddit. That's all it takes. 1 comment, 1 time, so the AI can pick it up. And this is how we're ranking loan officers inside ChatGPT. So we've now successfully taken 4 customers from not being recognized by ChatGPT at all, and using what I've taught over the last 4 weeks, actually get ChatGPT to recommend them in one of the top 3 lenders that the AI is actually recommending. And I believe this is the very, very beginning of something that can be incredibly useful for our mortgage business, not only to convert people that are just researching your brand, but all of these new consumers that are researching mortgage lenders and real estate in your local marketplace, getting ChatGPT to recommend your business. And this is exactly how we're doing it. So any questions about that, Frank?
Not for me. It's just, it's just like you said, you got to be willing to put the 2 hours of work into it to accomplish it. And then, but then your team can help with this though. So, I mean, because I think some of us may be looking at it going, God dang it, this is all so important and so really, really, really important. You know, I need to get this going. Hey, just as a reminder, if you're enjoying Loan Officer Breakfast Club here on YouTube, you can catch our live shows. The live shows are really cool because there's oftentimes downloads and giveaways. It's really, really fun. To subscribe, you simply go to loanofficerbreakfastclub.com. That's loanofficerbreakfastclub.com. Subscribe and join us on our live shows. They're 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. Hope to see you there. But, you know, like, where do I squeeze that in? You know, I know we do Fridays for this kind of stuff, but we got to get it squeezed in somehow, but your team can help with this. So that's a good news too. If we can reach out to you and say, dude, help me. Right. So.
Yes, absolutely. So we've got a giveaway. If people go to loanofficerbrand.com, because that's what I consider this as. This is branding. We're just branding ourselves to the AI, right? So if you go to loanofficerbrand.com, you're gonna get for free the prompts that we use to create the content, and so that you can basically like copy and paste the prompts into ChatGPT to get you started, and you get an email a day for 7 days teaching you each one of these things. And I want to be super clear. This is future potential. The daily success plan is how you get loans today, right now. Follow the daily success plan, show up on CallStars, be a member of Mortgage Marketing Animals, and lean in on the resources. It works. Do that first. Then, Frank, like you said, on Fridays, that's when we work on the business, not necessarily in the business doing the activities. And this is where this stacks in, so that in 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, you're getting these phone calls from ChatGPT. And I'm remiss on the fact that the mortgage lenders that we have ranked on ChatGPT are already getting phone calls and already funding loans as a result of it. It's not like, they're ranked on GPT, that's great. It's like people are actually finding them and calling them as a result of it.
I think what we all need to understand, I'm seeing it, is that when I see everything that you're showing me, I just feel like, God, I'm so far behind. But the truth is, really, we're so far ahead, even to know this, right? And to have the understanding, I need to deploy this. In reality, we're way ahead of the game, because most out there, this isn't even on the radar. You know what I mean? It's like not even a thought at all. So we're actually fortunate. Thanks, Chris, for bringing this stuff to us every single week, because we wouldn't know anything about this, right? And even though I'm feeling I'm so far behind, I'm really not. It's like I'm seeing something that I can work on to be, and actually technically I'm way ahead, because this is future stuff, right? So a year from now, if we work on this now, a year from now, others will be staring at us going, how did you pull that off?
Exactly.
Well, that's because when we felt like we were behind a year ago, we weren't. We were really ahead, right?
Yep.
And so that's what that means. Carter has his hand up. What do you got?
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was wondering, I know that some of the responses from ChatGPT are based on my own chat history. If someone else were to go in and ask that same question, would it be using the same sources to answer it?
So great question. What we've discovered is that ChatGPT starts to customize itself based on the individual user. So if that individual user has already searched for a mortgage lender or already used it, 6 months ago to research another mortgage lender, it will revisit that information from the chat history. So yes, everybody is going to get their own unique response from AI, but every person that starts the pathway first, those are the ones technically that we're optimizing for, that we're going after. Because if they don't have any relationship with a lender at this point, we want to be one of the first lenders that the AI recommends. And that's really what we're trying to do. We're trying to turn ChatGPT into another referral partner for your business. So you've got your past customer database, you've got qualified real estate agents, other referral partners, Google and ChatGPT, and they're all recommending you customers.
Mm. Awesome.
Josh,
Yeah.
Thanks, Carter. Josh, what you got?
Good to see you.
So, Chris, you had mentioned that you define a role for ChatGPT, like to be like your ultra awesome assistant. And I kind of get put on my pinky and the brain take over the world hat. And I was wondering if you could program it to be your ultra CEO assistant to take over the mortgage world in your area.
So the answer to that, sorry, I got the theme song going in my head of Pinky and the Brain now. So the answer is absolutely yes, you can. And that's what I'm using essentially a custom GPT for. So you can create a custom GPT and say, hey, look, I want to be the best branded loan officer in this marketplace. Give me a list of things to do so that you and Google will recommend me to new customers. And it will spit out roughly the same 5 recommendations that I've given you over the last 5 weeks to get you to go through that process to become an authority. But it will also do the research on your local marketplace. Like, what are the keywords that are being searched on Google? What are the different competitors that you have to go up against, and give you a customized plan for how to build all this. And that's what we do with the SEO program. We literally create a custom plan for each person that we're ranking on Google and inside ChatGPT. And we're just the ones in the background that are doing the work. So Josh, did that help?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Right on, right on. Cool. And good to see you, your brother.
We got Glenn. Go ahead, Glenn. I'll totally sat trombone you, brother.
I know you will. I know you will. Hey, Chris, thanks for the time. But just curious, if you have like a personal brand and then you have the company that you're associated with, how do you reconcile that when do you build your company and then I'm empowered by that company? How does a person navigate through that, please? I don't know if that's a quick question or if that's yeah.
So great question. Your personal brand, I believe, is the one that you should work on, because that's what most people are going to look up when they're looking for you. So if you're researching your past, like you're networking with your past customer database, somebody from your database refers a friend, family member, or a coworker, they're not going to Google or go on ChatGPT and search the brand name of the company that you work for. They're going to research your name. And so same with real estate agents, when you're making your calls to your Focus 40 list, they're going to research you, not necessarily the company that you work for. So I believe that your Google business profile, if you can, make sure your personal name is on there, and you should own all of your own branded assets, and then just have the company come along with you with their branding to help support your brand, but you should own everything that is related with your brand. And that's what you're building, and that's what you're feeding into ChatGPT. That's all the information that you're giving to the AI.
Hey, thank you, Chris. I'm going to give Adrian a hard time in the mornings when I call in for the live support and ask him stuff about that. He's real good. So appreciate you guys.
He is cool. Hey, Chris, I know this wasn't the intent of today's show, but there are a couple of people saying, dude, like, how can you help us directly? If someone wants your team to help them with all of this, where do they go? What's the link for that?
Yeah, so go to loanofficerbrand.com and opt in. And then after you opt in, on the thank you page, there's a calendar. And it'll get you an appointment with Mike or Francis on our team, and they'll hop on, answer any of your questions, and then just walk you through. We'll actually show you where you're ranked on ChatGPT. If you think that you're ranking on ChatGPT, we've got a tool, we can show you all that, walk you through it and then if at the end it's like, hey, yeah, this makes sense for you to do it for me.
Yeah, well,
Got it.
Cool.
Okay, so loanofficerbrand.com is the best way. Go there, opt in. There's a calendar, set an appointment, chat with you guys, then you can help them as far as they want to go with you, essentially.
Yep, exactly. But
okay,
value first.
All right. Excellent. Well, great stuff, man. Chris, thanks, man. I appreciate you so much. We all do. Hey, Chris, while I got you here, next week, let's do a podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, let's do a podcast because I want to, because I this whole thought of feeling like we're behind but we're not, we're really ahead, if we're working on it now. I want to do a podcast on that. I think that would be a good thing to do. So let's connect. Let's have so Kristen, could you set that up for me and Chris, please? Could you take care of all of that, check the schedules, and get us on?
I have nothing better to do, Frank.
Of course. All right. Well, good stuff, man. Hey, let's get out of here. Loanofficerbrand.com. Chris, welcome home. For the rest of you guys, we'll be back on Monday. On Monday, Carl's going to go over the 3 reasons that we're not getting the amount of referrals we think we should be getting, essentially. Ooh. That's where, so the 3 reasons that we're probably not getting the amount of referrals we should be getting. That's going to be Monday. I think that's going to be a good class.
That's going to be awesome.
Carl White guy, he's okay. Once in a while, he's got a good idea. Doesn't hurt to tune in. So, all right, guys, let's get out of here. You guys have a great, great day, a terrific weekend, and we'll see you here Monday on the Loan Officer Breakfast Club. Chris, thanks. And everybody else, we'll see you here then. Have a great one. Adios, my friends. Bye-bye.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend, everyone.